Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Drew Creal, and this is my buddy Carl, and in this video we're going to take a look at an overdrive pedal that I don't think anybody has yet. It's the 1984 Overdrive from Void Manufacturing. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss this one. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, why does this guy have a dog in his video? But when I make these videos, my dogs, they sit right outside my door of my studio, and sometimes they even whine because they're not a part of the party. So because he's usually left out, I figured I would let Carl sit in. Carl is a 1.5-year-old golden doodle, and he's probably the loveliest puppy that I've ever owned in my life. He's just a very kind, sweet dog. So we're so glad you're here, Carl. All right, so let's talk about the 1984. So this is a low to medium gain overdrive pedal that is meant to go in the front of a high gain tube amp. It has a clean blend, so you can blend in some of those interesting frequencies that come out of this pedal with your already distorted amplifier. Real quick, let's go over the controls. So we have a blend knob. This is a clean blend. This is an emphasis knob that's going to help you dial in whether you want more lows and mid-range in your tone or if you want more highs. That's what the emphasis knob does. This is just a normal gain knob that all overdrive pedals have, and then you have a low and high EQ. Now, this is a Baxandall EQ, so it's super highly interactive. So as you turn the lows up, the lows kind of take priority in the sound and the highs are kind of removed. And then as you turn the low down, more mid-range and highs are going to be introduced into the circuit. And with highs, it really is just the high control. So it's going to really give you that kind of ear-splitting sound that you would need for a great metal guitar tone. I've found that you can get really close to HM2 sounds with this pedal. And this pedal is kind of similar to another thing that Void Manufacturing makes called the High T Situation. And that is an incredibly feature-rich overdrive pedal with even more controls than this one. But this one's a little bit more simplified, but it gets the job done, I would say, a lot more easily. So there's less options on this, but you can get to a desired tone a lot more quickly with the 1984. Another thing that's really great about this pedal is you have 6 different clipping modes, and they're all very different. So I consider this to be like putting 6 different overdrive pedals in one overdrive pedal to allow the user to create their own signature sound. And that is, in essence, why I like Void Manufacturing as a company, is I can make my own sounds with their pedals, okay? I don't need to just take a simple boost pedal and put that in front of my amp and that's my sound. I can really dive in a lot deeper and create something unique. So another thing about the 1984, as you may have already guessed, it's named after the George Orwell book, 1984. I'm sure many of you guys probably read this book when you were in high school. It's required reading for, I want to say, juniors and seniors in the United States. But I think it's an essential book for understanding the current modern world that we live in and the role that technology can play. It deals with some heavy concepts like government, mind control, and just controlling the minds of the populace, right? And I would argue that that is happening in many different ways in today's modern world. So I think it's great for students to read a book like that. The 1984 is called the 1984 because it's kind of Joe's nod at how there's a lack of ingenuity and there's a lack of new sound creation going on in the effects pedal world. This pedal is not a tube screamer. It's not a super overdrive. It really is something altogether unique. I just think that this pedal is one of the coolest things that I've played recently, and it's easily a new favorite of mine. I put it right up there with the HTS, the high T situation. This is gonna allow you to get those quasi HM2 sounds, but with more clarity, more note definition, more aggressiveness to your sound, and not that mushy chainsaw kind of thing that can happen with some of these chainsaw pedals that are out on the market. Another thing I wanted to say about the 1984 is that this is actually not my pedal. So this is Joe's pedal that he is letting me use to show you guys on this channel so you can hear what it sounds like. Reluctantly, I have to send this pedal back to him when I'm done filming this, which I'm not excited about. But Joe, thank you so much for letting me play this thing and check it out on the channel. And it'll be back in the mail probably by the time you're watching this video. All right, with that all out of the way, let's listen to what the 1984 sounds like. Well, guys, there you go. That's the 1984 from Void Manufacturing. I actually realized that I forgot to film an outro when I was making this video, so that's what this is. We're doing it a little bit different, but thank you so much for clicking on this video, making it this far. It means the world to me. Like, I put a lot of work and dedication into these videos, and for those of you that like watching these, I would love to hear more from you. Please leave a comment. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I've got a lot of exciting pedal demos coming up over the next several weeks, a lot of original music that's coming out every week on this channel, and I'm actually going to be releasing an album soon. It's actually being mixed right now, so I will be releasing a single here in the coming weeks that I'm really stoked for you guys to hear. And it features a lot of the gear and the things that you've seen on this channel. So thank you so much for being here. My dogs are barking. Wherever you're at in the world, have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one.